statues are a reminder of our tumultuous, painful past, but our shared history.
The old axiom is that people who forget their history are destined to repeat it.
To preserve one's history is terribly important.
You can overcome anything with strong faith and with perseverance.
It's important that the accomplishments and the activities of the citizens of Arkansas be duly recorded. It's important that all of the stories are told. It's important that we know who helped to change the landscape of our community, our state. And the work and the participation of those 9 young people helped to change Little Rock. It helped to change Arkansas.
For all of my life, I attended integrated schools and grew up with diversity as a part of my Arkansas and American experience. And as I look back on those experiences now as an adult, I fully recognize that the reason that I didn't have struggles, I never knew segregation, I never knew the bitterness of it, I never knew the heartache of it and the hardship of segregation, is because of the sacrifices of Elsie and Daisy Bates, of Little Rock 9, and many heroes and sheroes that went before us that are unnamed.
They were courageous. They were fearless, obviously. They were committed. And they showed a kind of dedication to a cause that truly, truly makes all of us proud today.
Sitting in this Capitol, being a park ranger at the historic sites, looking to my left on the lawn and seeing statues, one of them representing and symbolic of my mother. It's a very personal thing to me. And just in my lifetime and in the legacy of 2 generations, 3 actually, within my family, my grandmother didn't have the right to vote. She was denied all kinds of things across the board because of her skin color. And then my mother was wrapped up and involved in the Central High crisis, still treated as a second-class citizen. And then here I am, 53 years later, and I'm here to tell the story. And we dedicated together the exhibits. And if you look around, a range of different people representing diversity. And it just shows me that change is possible. And I'm inspired by change.
In the case of this monument, it was a matter of trying to provide some historical perspective for future visitors to the Capitol, and also to provide a learning experience for kids. I think that the monument on a lot of different levels implies different messages that I think are all very positive about facing adversity, about trying to attain an education in the face of adversity. And so all of these things were messages that I was trying to impart in building the monument.
I get excited when I meet young people that ask a question that I can't answer, or that stump my mother who experienced it firsthand, or bring her to extreme emotion, crying or something like that. For example, to watch my little nephew, my mother's grandson, walk on the grounds and touch the statues. And he can talk to his grandmother and tell him, this is me and this is what happened, and to show how far away it is, yet how near it is to us.
We're continually learning new lessons about their struggle. There are things that happen with the Little Rock 9 and that happen in the civil rights struggle that certainly were dark moments in American history, but it was also a very bright moment in the struggle of our nation. And I think we want to keep that spirit alive, that this is a very hopeful nation, this is a very hopeful state, and as we look back and look at their struggle, think about how they pressed through, they persevered, we can just gain inspiration from that, even in our living today, and the struggles that are before us.
There will be people who will come from places outside of our borders who will want to know what was so significant about the Little Rock Nine. There will be those who will be ancestors of, and those who will be a part of our community who will need to know what their history was and what people sacrificed to make sure that we have the kind of life that we have today and the kind of community that we have today.
The most important message is that you can overcome anything with strong faith and with perseverance. I think that that's the strongest message there. You can overcome racism. As I said before, you can overcome difficulty in trying to attain an education. And I think that Daisy L. Getson Bates, the mentoring that she did for the Nine as sort of a mother figure was really crucial, and I don't think that they could have done what they did without the support that they got at home and also from Ms. Bates.
These significant parts of history should be retold and retold. It should be made available to all those who have an interest and those who just will come after us, who will get to review and appreciate what has happened in the past.
It's very important because it makes us who we are. Black, white, green, purple. It reminds us of our interdependence and our interconnectedness.
I don't think that we can ever truly make sure that all of the positives of that time will be told, but certainly having a living monument there helps to put that in the forefront. Whether anyone says a word, you can go out and read about each of those young people who were part of that tremendous commitment to our way of life.